Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder. Welcome back to the Let's Play of Diablo 3 with the new Necromancer class. Last time we made it through the very big West March Commons, and now we are in Gideon's Row looking for the Soul Crucible, which can turn our soldiers into, like, undead minions for Malthael's army.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
I don't think that's true. I mean, society wouldn't have gotten where it is if there were more evil people than good people.
Is using the crucible.
You're right about that.
I need essence.
Call the darkness down upon yourself, mortal.
$10 million hit points, that's pretty crazy. See if I can talk to him now.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
It's our little friend. Or our big friend.
Did you?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now.
See what Lyndon has to say again.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
Is this your new joke?
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You would never make it there alive. Westmarch is still overrun.
All right, I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me.
I mean, how is that new? Hasn't his brother been jailed for a while? Why does he want to leave all of a sudden? Maybe he thinks he has the power now to help him? 32,000 DPS, I would say so.
Malthael, he's watching you.
Urzael's satchel.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
Anarius is the main angel that teamed up with Lilith, the demon, to create Sanctuary with the World Stone. Briarthorn.
You should join the rest of the survivors.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
We're in a cemetery. That's kind of cool. Like an actual cemetery.
The seraph was on me before I knew it. The mass of its bloated flesh soundless as it floated above the ground. When I finally noticed it, I could not move. It was as though I was trapped in a waking nightmare. I looked down and saw tendrils of energy wrapped around my feet, and
That
realized
needs to recharge.
it was not fear that held me, but the seraph's magic.
Oh, that fat thing that's there, that's a freaking angel. What's wrong with it, I wonder? Man, the angels aren't really angels anymore. They're freaking... they're demons.
No.
Ooh, energy
People of
bounty.
Westmarch have always been very particular about their dead. Most of the nobles have family crypts under their manors. I bet they're regretting that now.
Yeah, this isn't the kind of world where I'd want to inter my dead, like, anywhere near me, or anywhere they could get out. And that is not an angel. It looks straight up like a demon.
Your death nears.
I'm really having to make use of my guys here. I might actually have to go and craft some more stuff. Lithin the Exile, the Cursed Angel.
My essence is too low.
The World Vow.
My essence is too low. I must wait.
That's right, I forgot that we have that blood for blood rune.
Do not fear the end. Rathma has blessed me.
Alright, Simulacrum, Blood Debt. Life costs for skills are reduced by 75% while Simulacrum is active. Well, that's okay, I guess. Problem is, I mean, it's a 2-minute cooldown, so... I don't know. It's not making its primary thing any better. It's just giving me a passive benefit on top of it. I don't know. For such a long cooldown, I'd want it to have more of an active effect, really. Ooh, a chest.
Do not fear the end.
That was, as I was saying earlier, I might need to craft some better cane items, even though I'm pretty close to 70 as it is, and that's when I'm gonna switch them out. But I also kind of like this, like I'm actually having to use my skills to get through things now. Because before, I didn't even need to use my skeletal mages except for on bosses.
A wandering hero, just in time to protect me as I grab these last trinkets. We'll split it, eh? This looks promising. Keep watch. If I get eaten, I blame you.
I'm watching.
Ah, no.
Not enough essence.
Just helping a gravedigger.
Nothing.
I think the Necromancer would have a unique problem with this. Or maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. Because he kind of does the same thing, right? but not for their valuables, for their actual bodies.
Oh no, I'm dead.
I got you, don't worry.
This is the one. I can feel it.
Nice.
There is no room.
Alright, let's go back
Then
and
return to town.
sell. Nope, no, 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 no. Ah, I bet that guy turns into a merchant. He had a thing above his head. Alright, where is the... I forget where the merchant is.
He saved
Oh,
my
he's
brother
over
at
there.
Bastion's Keep.
My wares.
Okay, let's go through these quickly. We'll keep that. Sell that. That's pretty good, but it's not a Sith. But it is two-handed. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Just got a flat plus 7% damage on it too. And now we have one of these things we can put on there. I'm gonna keep that because I'm so close to getting rid of this one. We'll have to see which one of these is actually better. You can't give the one-handed, bows to the scoundrel, so don't worry about that. Holy cow. What is that? 1300? 1400? What's this give me? Man, that's way better. Let's see. Hold on. Damage 74,700. Which one's the best? None of these give me any intelligence. Yeah, this one's way better. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Damn, no intelligence, or I'd take it. Skeletal mage damage, 500 intelligence? Jeez. Well, we'll go with you, even though it's way less armor. But that's okay, we don't need armor, right? Right. Holy cow, repair costs are really getting up there. Let's see if... we really need to talk to these people.
My son ship docked in Bramwell today. I thought he'd be safe there, but now I hear rumors. Give me a weapon. I need to get to Bramwell.
Remain here. You can search for him when Westmarch is no longer in peril.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get me to stay. I'd be gone.
Find no glory here, adventurer. Corpses can't sing your praises.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets.
Nope, already got that.
I barred the doors and then squeezed through.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
See, they're not all evil.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rackus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rackus was a clever man, after all.
Rackus?
Despite his superstitious views, Rackus ruled as a just and fair king, who was much loved by his people. He was succeeded by his son Corsic, who attempted to eradicate the barbarian tribes of the north. The line of Rackus was broken when Corsic's son Corellan died with no heirs.
Sorry if this is kind of boring, but I want to make sure I get all the new lore from these guys, all the new conversations. Because I do go through that on, like on the normal one. I went through it a bunch of times. I actually still talk to everybody every time I go through.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
Yes, but I had assistance.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
The world will always have some evil in it, but it never could have withstood so much. It is better if people remain ignorant of such things.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
Why didn't you?
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
Well, was he? Was he surprised?
Has the sliver revealed anything?
No, but it is our only hope of learning. The answer must be.
Your soldiers have been holding out for some time.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be.
That's awesome. He's dual wielding axes.
The rest of the kingdom should have sent reinforcements by now.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
Unfortunate.
So, what do you need?
Awful things are happening out in the city. I have faith that you will save us. But Victor has his doubts. I think he's jealous.
Well, he should be. You're pretty.
Spouting woman. Of course I think he'll save us. And I have just the things he'll need to do the job.
You're way too pretty to be stuck in this town. Wait, this is actually a pretty big town. Maybe not. Maybe this is right where you need to be. Oh, come on. Nope. Damage goes down if I give him that. That's too bad. Why can't he use that? I guess because it's two-handed. We'll get her if I ever get a staff that I can give her.
You there, pauper. This diamond ring in exchange for safe passage out of the city?
But Harold, that's my wedding ring.
It's all we have left. Of course, if somebody had thought to grab her jewelry box.
You cannot be serious.
I know who was responsible for this.
No.
It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities.
Who is this?
I'm Bryson. I was trapped in a cellar until Hadrig rescued me.
And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadrig by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
How does he freaking take this with him everywhere? That's insane. I guess it's got wheels on it, but the damn thing's like a brick of metal.
I grew up over by the dock of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
Alright. Let's talk to this guy again.
Thanks for keeping me alive. Here's your share. I'm off to find the nearest abandoned tavern.
You're pretty brave, man. Maybe he's actually some kind of Nephilim. The grave robber Nephilim class.
I'm afraid not.
Aren't I supposed to be here? Noble's Rest Courtyard.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Well, she did get utterly consumed by Diablo. That was kind of my fault for trusting Adria. Although, how was I supposed to know she'd do that to her own daughter?
When it comes to dispatching Death's minions.
Man, I can't talk to him again. I wonder why that does that.
Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
May I join you?
Come on, Lyndon. You gotta help me. Uh-oh, what happened? Don't know what that was. Get him! My golem comes running in from out of nowhere and destroys it. That's cool, I can use my skeletons to body block. If you saw that, they blocked that arrow. Got one more. Now mass summon skeletal archers. What is going on? What is that? Something she's doing keeps
Give it more time.
freezing my computer.
Not enough essence.
Catharis. Is that the guy I killed, Urzael? No, we killed Catharis.
What was that wretched noise?
That would be Urzael.
And?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
I have that effect sometimes. Tyrael should hear of this.
Well, let's go back then. You coming with?
I'm returning to town.
Yep, she just disappeared.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die.
It's possible.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy. I'll never see it again.
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
They have never cared for our kind. But these are the first to act against us. I will handle them.
I don't feel like talking right now.
Aw, don't be a baby.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
That's not very nice.
And now I hear those reapers are taking people's souls? This is mad.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
Well, it kind of matters.
After Kazan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum's scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Tartarus.
Something happened to the sliver. Oh, now it says death comes.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was unlike anyone I ever knew. A normal man on the surface, but with a heart for all the world and everything in it. His death was a great disruption in the balance.
Could one man make such a difference?
Always.
Look, the sliver is changing.
As though Malthael is manipulating the Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
How he plans to do it. Westmarch is only one battlefield in this war.
Uh-oh. Now everything's on fire. Looks like demon fire.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Did you ever consider destroying the Soul Stone?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever.
That didn't work so well.
No way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
Someone is always watching. What will you do if I recover it?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
Holy cow, we'll save that for next time. Except for this, I want to know what this is.
Your wounds are deep, aren't they?
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
I'm sure you have carried greater burdens.
No, you know what? We're just gonna finish talking to everybody and then call it an episode.
What can Malthael do with the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter. But every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
Even he would not dream of unleashing the Lord of Terror, would he? Malthael doesn't intend to kill you, does he?
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
We humans also possess the blood of angels.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Did you know Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
Okay. Is there anybody else in here? I don't think there would be. Just one person just sitting in here. No, there's two, three people. Is there anybody else we need to talk to? Let's go ahead and talk to the Templar and the Enchantress. No, let's talk to her. Miriam.
I don't suppose you have other insights into Urzael.
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
Is that all?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become.
He left that part out.
Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads. Always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My duty is my future.
So serious. Just because you're fated to save the world doesn't mean you shouldn't have a good time.
Yeah, but you're not exactly my type.
What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
All priests of Rathma make a similar sacrifice.
It was no sacrifice. We Vetchen often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
Alright, what do you have to say?
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him.
Of course.
I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
I'm sure he knows.
Is that wise? He could be behind them.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
Alright.
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
Good. You seem determined at last.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
How about two?
Hold on, not yet.
Today is the day.
Good.
I will.
How about two?
Okay, so we can still do it.
Have you remembered anything?
Yes, faintly. My sisters and I were once mere servants in the house of a great Vigera lord.
Did you learn magic from him?
No. I began reading his spell books out of curiosity and teaching magic to my sisters. Tricks, really. It was amusing for a time, but then I learned that he had begun to summon demons. Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It worked for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
It could have been chance. Or a deliberate act.
I must know which. I will discover the truth. When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Visherai's magic from before we served the Prophet.
That is strange. Did anything else happen?
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
I don't know what that means. You know, but I don't. Okay, that's where we're going to end it today. So, please leave a like or comment below, and feel free to subscribe. Or, like, feel compelled. There, that's a better word. Feel compelled to subscribe for more Let's Plays like this one, StarCraft 2, and Hollow Knight. Thanks for stopping by.